29032 Lincoln in Bay Village, and we are doing a cleanup here. So 2 weeks before, we're going to have to spray. She wants this bed all weeded. The hostas are fine. They can stay, but just to get the weeds out of here. She does want bed maintenance quoted, aeration quoted, and fertilization for next year. So we're going to come in here, trim back all of these guys here, trim back this Japanese maple, obviously spray all in here. We can trim back the azalea. If the hydrangea isn't blooming, we can trim that back. We're going to take care of all of this. Again, we could pull off these dead ones, but by the time we get here, they might be done for the season. We're gonna spray all of this 2 weeks before, trim these bushes up, trim up these bushes here. She said, if you see any ferns, yank them out. She doesn't like them. They're very invasive. We're going to trim all of this up. If this is done for the season, we can trim it, but if it has blooms, we won't touch it. All of this is going to be sprayed and pulled. We can trim this. We can leave the hydrangeas alone. I don't think they're even going to bloom. Get rid of all the weeds in here. Like I said, spray 2 weeks ahead of time. There is a paver walkway here. She wants all of this treated. All of this needs to be sprayed and pulled. Hostas and hydrangeas can stay, but yank all these guys in the back here. We can trim this up. This whole paver patio needs to be sprayed and pulled as well. There's quite a bit of stuff in here. She said if you have to move her pots, that's fine. They can sit in the grass for a day if we need to. But she said there's probably nothing underneath them. Spraying all of this stuff in here and pulling it. We can trim this. And the rest looks to be weeds. Again, if this is done, we can trim that as well. Get rid of this guy here. She doesn't want anything done in the backyard. But again, getting rid of all of the weeds here in this paver patio area. This area she would like me to quote separately because they might just let it die and then deal with it in the fall, rototill it. But we will quote this separately just in case she does want us to spray all of this and pull everything. It's a pretty big bed. Okay, so everything over here is going to be sprayed and pulled. Again, if you see a fern, yank it. Everything here, we're gonna pull all of this. We can trim this up in here as long as it's not blooming. This whole patio needs to be sprayed and pulled. Everything in here needs to be sprayed and pulled. There is a fern back here, so we'll definitely yank that out. There are some weeds back there. I see some ferns back there, so we'll get rid of all of that. Hostas are good. Just spray all the weeds in here and pull all of those. Spray this little paver or patio. Get rid of the weeds in here, and that is all. Hey, it's Shannon from Blades of Grass, and I'm here to do a cleanup for you guys. We are going to start by coming out 2 weeks ahead of time, spraying all of the weeds. All the weeds in here we'll pull. We're going to trim these bushes up. Get rid of the weeds in here. Trim up your Japanese maple. Get rid of all the weeds in here. If the hydrangea is done blooming, they'll trim that. We'll trim these azaleas. Get these weeds over here. Trim the hydrangea up if it is done blooming. Trim everything up here. Trim all of this. Get rid of everything in here. We'll trim this up for you. I did leave an instruction that if you see a fern in the yard to yank it out. We will trim this if it's done blooming. Getting all the weeds in here. We'll give this a trim. We're not going to touch the hydrangeas. We'll trim everything in here. We will treat and pull all the weeds in this patio paver walkway. We'll get rid of everything in here. Your lilacs will get a nice little trim. And then for the paver patio, we will spray everything. We'll get all these weeds back here. Spray everything out here. Spray everything here and here. We will quote this area separately, spray and pull everything in here. If the hydrangea is done blooming, we will pull or trim that. Same with this. Getting rid of everything in here. We'll give you a nice trim on these. This paver patio walkway will get treated. Pull everything in here, spray and pull everything. Hostas can stay, ferns must go. And we'll continue treating it all along here, getting rid of all of these weeds in between the stones and in the beds. And this bed.